strong in the Lord.
And be of courage, always of good courage. Be strong, trust and hope, all in the Lord's yours. Protect you and be strong.
We sing out a song.
Singing out a singing out, singing like thee.
Lord, in moments like this, to you and to your kingdom. Amen. But Kennett Church once told me, Lonnie, around the world, of course, experience is teaching us to anyone politically correct, silence us as believers. Some of us have felt rejected, I'm sure. Loneliness, stand up, speaking out as we should. Christ and for the truth and persecution should not surprise us. Changes, followers here, coming near 16 verses. He says these things, the synagogue systems are focused around. Difference here, right? Confrontation of ideas. It says, verse 3, and those, and nor me, there I was with you. I don't want you to be surprised. For it was written by a man, the limb tails is among them. We, from the biblical viewpoint, have a different view of God, persecution for history. Turn with worked for God and righteousness, obtained promises, stopped. Out of weakness were made, had trial of mocking. They were sawn in two, destitute, afflicted, into mountains, in dens, and caves. Christ is bringing about students who are berated. Christ, I saw pastors, in Canada, under the same religion. So people are 16. For this which you heard from us, you men, forbidding us to speak their sins, but wrath persecuted by them. Stand. Look down yourselves, know that you are a poor few, that we would suffer has come. Ever feel, but how do we respond to it? That is what the Bible wants. I want to hear the word of the Lord. And so on, they're still. And yet, I want to read verses 15. Heard these things, they were cut to the witnesses laid down their clothes. Stephen, as he was called, because of his stand, a persecutor, that he is serving God, the brother of John with martyrdom. And church history, certainly that happened to Peter and whatever, and how they going on. He's in the center there. You'll get us killing Christians. They arrived at my house. Their faces, couldn't tell who they were inside the house. Then he called my wife, and I said, "Are you agreed that you give you one last chance?" Face, he dead. There was a curfew in this side of their house. It's in John 16, 1 through 4. People will kill us. And country. No, it's not. It's you are a Christian, and this because I am hate. The interviewer says, dies one day. Whole survivor of the Christians. They used to do the fatal kill, so now they're decapping them. They started killing women as Christians. That die with our faith. They're amazed when I read some villages in Iraq. Killed about 100 children who denounced Jesus. They teach these children in Sunday. Goes to church and prays, your life for me. The third day, she goes, the lives of your children. And we will say no. Mention, but these children cannot turn off. Many families, if you're reading the danger that they are under, but what could happen? But cannot in hell. Disappointing him. I'd ask the students, government, for their faith. No, to me, then they already did now. Gift. The same conflict which Paul is writing this from nothing to do, no comparison. Oh, that's a different attitude. It causes any discomfort, persecution. And he is about 8. Therefore, was it like Peter who would know hardship? also suffer these things, persuaded that he is able to things of life. By Rome, and that's Jesus Christ. Philippians, by your adversaries, and that from God also to suffer for his sake. Stand fast. If the city need our prayers, they need to help them to Timothy 2:1-3. You things that you have heard from me must be prepared to fall to. That comes naturally. Verse 8. 2 Timothy 2:8-13. Jesus with eternal of this is a faithful saying to live with him. There's that concept of some take the life. It doesn't say even if we do blow it. I said we're not the strong, so deny him. To endure hearts, our next point. 2 Timothy 4, verse 6. Offering. I'll do it and flip to Philippians. It's not a sin offering. You shall be careful to offer to me a hin of pressed oil, aroma, an offering. Pour out this drink off that offering. You and I should be willing. It's an act to me on that day. 3:11 willing to endure persecution might come our way. See today during times of persecution. We've mentioned other people who are not God on in school and the people who put well. But whatever, and we should be missionaries. Germany made well the channel, and so so he said, "It's your child, Jesus Christ, and don't speak about it." I follow Jesus. Arrows, find me the world. The chieftain is angry. Join me. Oh, no one joined and martyred him. God used, just like we saw in adult Bible class, to grow the church. You ask us to be here. May we be the opportunities you give us. May we not sin and all that comes worthy to suffer for writing from prison. Courage, help us. May we be the kind of church that we commit ourselves.